The Challenger disaster was a tragic event in the history of space exploration. On January 28, 1986, the Space Shuttle Challenger broke apart in just 73 seconds into its flight, leading to the deaths of all 7 crew members on board. The crew included Francis R. Scobie, Michael J. Smith, Ronald McNair, Ellison S. Onizuka, Judith A. Resnick, Gregory Jarvis, and Krista McAuliffe. One reason that the Challenger disaster is such a tragic point in the U.S. is because it was the first mission that had a non-astronaut passenger on board. Krista McAuliffe was a teacher from Concord, New Hampshire. McAuliffe was to conduct at least 2 lessons from orbit and then spend the following 9 months lecturing students across the United States. The goal was to highlight the importance of teachers and interest students in high-tech careers. After the explosion, Presidential Commission led by former Secretary of State William P. Rogers, the so-called Rogers Commission, went through every piece of data to identify the disaster's root cause. The Rogers Commission's main goal was to find the reason for the explosion. During their investigation, they discovered the mechanical reason for the disaster was a failure of an O-ring seal. The O-ring was supposed to seal the different sections of the rocket boosters. The morning that the Challenger had launched, it was only 36 degrees. O-rings lose their elastic sealing ability around 53 degrees. So the main cause of the explosion of the Challenger was caused by the O-rings not expanding and sealing the rocket's boosters properly. Once Rogers' Commission found the cause of the explosion, they interviewed engineers at NASA and Morton Thinktal, the company that built the solid rocket boosters. The commissions found that there was very little communication between the engineers and the officials at NASA. The engineers at Thinktal had concerns about the O-rings, but these concerns fell on deaf ears with the officials at NASA. During a teleconference some 12 hours before the launch, Thinktal engineers told NASA management about the concerns with the O-rings. Overnight temperatures were set to drop to 20 degrees, which raised additional ice concerns. Overall, this was a very tragic point in U.S. history. NASA was more focused on the PR opportunities of the launch rather than the safety of the astronauts. This point made everyone take a step back and consider the safety of future missions rather than the publicity that the missions could bring. The Challenger disaster relates to the space race because the goal of the Challenger would have pushed the achievements of the space travel farther than the space race did.